Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a different video, not as cheery as usual. It is going to be a more serious video, and as you can probably tell from the title of this video, you know what this video will be about. It will be about the Black Lives Matter movement. I have a couple quotes for you today, and they are all from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And the first one is this: there comes a time when silence is betrayal. And that is why I am speaking up right now. In the past, I feel like I didn't speak up enough. I didn't speak up for the things that I believed in, and I didn't speak up when people were suffering. It's storming outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that. At the end of 2016, I joined a direct sales company. And at the time, I was posting a lot on Facebook about things that I was very against. For instance, a lot of posts about how I was against Trump and posts of me marching in protest. And I was told I shouldn't post that stuff anymore. I shouldn't post anything political or religious or controversial. I didn't want to post that stuff because I didn't want to divide my customers. So I stopped posting. And then something would happen in the world, and I would really want to say something, but I just didn't. And throughout the years, it got easier and easier not to say anything, not to post anything, and not to speak up. Even after I left the company, I still was too nervous to speak up and to use my voice. So I still stayed silent. And I thought that was okay, because I believed in what I believed in, and my friends knew where I stood, so that should be okay, right? No. I've been doing some reflecting over these past couple weeks. It's brought up feelings and thoughts and memories of things that I've done or have not done. It's made me uncomfortable, ashamed, and guilty. And it's also made me feel like I need to unlearn a lot of the stuff that I was raised on, that a lot of us were raised on, stuff that is in our history books. I have been embarrassed by my actions, and in the past couple years, my failure to act. I want to say to my friends and to anyone that I have offended with my words, my actions, and my inactions, I am truly, truly sorry. Now I am taking the time to soak up as much information as I can. Now is the time to unlearn and then learn again, and then learn some more, and keep learning. Now is the time to speak up and stay loud. And I'm sorry for not speaking up when I should have. But now I am not staying silent. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it. Black lives matter. And I feel like a consistent response I hear to that is, well, all lives matter. I'm going to say something that my friend Christiana said in a video she did a while back. She said, all lives should matter. They should. But they can't until Black lives do. And right now, from our government to our justice system to our police officers to our next door neighbors, it is very clear that Black lives in this country and in many places in the world do not matter. We are at the point right now where we can't just say, oh, police brutality is awful. It is. But we can't just say police brutality when it is straight up murder. It is murder that is going on. It's not just from the police force. Like I said, it's from our next door neighbors too. We have actual lynching going on in 2020. And if someone hadn't been there at the time that George Floyd was being murdered to film what was happening, I don't know if we would be marching like we are right now. This didn't just start with George Floyd or Ahmaud Artery or Breonna Taylor. This has been going on for so long. The Black Lives Matter movement was created in 2013 after the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murderer. And these killings, it's been going on for even longer than that. The systematic racism that is built in to the foundation of our entire country. It's been going on forever. I'm glad that our eyes are open to it. And I know that a lot of our eyes have already been open to it, but now more eyes are finally seeing what's going on. And this outcry for justice is so big, and it is getting bigger as we are speaking. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? What can we do right now to fight for justice and to continue fighting for justice? Share posts on social media. We have so many different social media platforms where we can share information and we can post things. So post every day, multiple times a day. Share videos, share information, share resources. Post about books about anti-racism, not just non-racism, but anti-racism. Post videos about anti-racism, etc. Speak up and use your voice. And this one is something that I'm definitely working on. But when someone is being inherently racist on one of your social media platforms, don't just unfriend them or block them. Speak up and say something. Educate them. Share with them the information that you've learned, that you are still learning, and help them to see. Protest. So much has come from these protests already. And we're not just protesting in the USA. There are protests going on all around the world. And because of how big this has gotten, We are now a part of the biggest civil rights movement in our history, and we are only growing. We are already changing things. The Black Lives Matter movement is not just a trend, it is a movement. Change is a process. It is not just a one-day thing. That is why we have to keep speaking out, speaking up, and staying loud. And for me and all of my non-Black friends, we have to remain strong allies. In the description, I'm going to leave some links and resources to important information, such as nationwide charities, bail funds, how you can financially support the Black Lives Matter movement without actually donating money if you don't have money right now. And there's also going to be information on tips for protesting, etc. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this week's video. Black Lives Matter. Stay safe and stay loud.